Hey there, what's going on? Hope y'all are having a great night. Welcome to RSQ Night Live. Glad that everybody could join us. As you can see, I have Jade here with me to open our show. So we don't want to wait. We have a whole lot for you tonight on the show. And so gonna start off and let you guys know, hope that you had a great Easter weekend. I know that it was crazy as far as Sunday night goes with the storms and everything going on. I had a lot of friends, people that I know in both Chattanooga and Cleveland that were affected by the tornadoes. Just know that our thoughts and prayers are going out to you guys and that we are praying for you. And just if there's anything that you can do, if you're out there watching and you know that you can reach somebody, don't forget, it is never too late to lend somebody a helping hand, that there always can be a time to serve people like Jesus. Anyway, tonight we got some Jesus, we got some charm, and we got some rap. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty excited about that. So I want to let you guys on some interesting facts of knowledge that are just charming and should bring some joy to your week in the midst of all the craziness that's been going on. And these are some random funny facts. So the other day, due to quarantine, I know quarantine's made you do crazy things. Quarantine's made me do crazy things. I ate an entire sleeve of Girl Scout Do-si-dos. Girl Scout Do-si-dos. And then, so it got me thinking, I was like, I am an absolute cookie monster. And so I looked it up today, and did you know that the Cookie Monster actually has a real name? And his name, get this, it's the worst name ever, is Sid. Sid, like the bad neighbor from Toy Story. So now I can't look at the Cookie Monster without thinking that. It's awful. So then obviously you eat a lot of cookies, you need to clean your teeth. So when you're actually brushing your teeth and you squeeze the toothpaste out onto the toothbrush, that little thing right there, that squibble of toothpaste on your bristles, that when it's on your bristles before you brush your teeth with it, it's called a nurdle. Like turtle, but nurdle. Nurdle. I love having you here because you're going to laugh at anything I say. This is the best part ever. So this is kind of serious, but also kind of funny. So I spent some time in Britain when I was around your age for summer with my youth group. And so Britain has a sweet sense of humor in the things that they do, and it's pretty strange. So Britain's secret intelligence agency hacked an Al-Qaeda sales website that was showing people how to make bombs out of household items. Okay? So they hacked their website and they replaced it with a cake recipe so that people would start making cakes. So Britons all make love, not war. Anyway, and then last but not least, I think that this is pretty funny. President Coolidge, you're obviously in college. Hopefully you know which president he was. He was our 30th president. Did you know that? You had no idea, did you? Yeah, most people don't know. But so President Coolidge had an extremely funny sense of humor. And I love this because this is something that I would do. Matter of fact, I wish I had one right now. So President Coolidge thought it was hilarious to push the emergency buzzer on his desk, and then he would run and hide from the Secret Service when they came in so that they couldn't find him. So, I mean, for a 30th president, that's a pretty long time ago. We moved up there in president, so that's pretty funny that back in the day he was pulling pranks. So anyway, so Another random fact, the author, C.S. Lewis, I don't know if you know this. You know who C.S. Lewis is? Okay, he's a pretty popular Christian author. I'm going to highlight his book in a second. He's the guy who wrote The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so there was another author whose name was J.R.R. Tolkien. Do you know who he is? Okay, when I say the movies Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, do you know those movies?
I've heard of them.
Okay, you've heard of them. You didn't watch them, but you've heard of them. Okay, well, they actually would have never been written had it not been for C.S. Lewis, because he actually encouraged and walked with J.R.R. Tolkien through finishing Lord of the Rings, the books, and both of them were strong Christians. And so actually, I'm going to highlight real quick a book before you do your thing, before you do your Media Minute, is this great book. Since we're on quarantine and everybody's stuck, there's this book called Screw Tape Letters, and it comes in many different covers. This just happens to be the one that I have worn out. And C.S. Lewis wrote this book. It's an interesting perspective because it is letters that are written between two people talking about the enemy. Now, if you're Christian and you're talking about the enemy, we're talking about the devil, right? So there's these two guys talking about the enemy, and they're trying to get a human on their side. So if you were thinking about that as Christian, you would think two angels trying to get a guy to give his life to Jesus. It's actually two demons writing letters back and forth, trying to tempt a man to keep him from giving his life to the Lord. And so it's kind of the inverse of what we would think of in the way that they write the book. And it's really well written. It really makes you think, and it really helps you kind of stay away from like possible temptation. So it's a really cool book. So the Screw Tape Letters, I encourage you, C.S. Lewis, check it out, read it. I know you got free time on your hands. They just canceled school for the rest of the year. So anyway, you, Media Minute, what do you have for us? What's new?
So a podcast that I found, Elevation has a podcast, and they release it every Sunday.
Okay.
And that's with Steven. And on the topic of him, they released a new song called Rattle.
Okay.
It's on YouTube, and it's a video.
So good. Dang, it's so good.
And then another song was Fountain by Mosaic MSC.
Okay.
And then an album, and it's been out for a little bit, but I've been listening to it. It's called Forever Amen by Stefani Gretzinger.
Okay.
And then an app that I've been watching, I started it last night. It's called The Chosen. It's on your phone, or you can access it on your laptop. It's all about Jesus, and there's first season is already out, and people actually pay for you to watch it, so it's paid forward for you to watch it.
Wow, that's awesome.
Very good, yeah.
That's really, really awesome. Well, cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. Well, thank you for our Media Minute, and why don't you guys check this out? Oh, well, never mind. We don't have anything to check out. We had something to check out, but don't worry about it. It's not that important. Are we going to check it out? Okay, well, we're not going to check it out. Well, don't worry about it this week. I'm just going to give it to you. We are going to go into our devotion time and had a little video for you, but don't worry. We will save it for your viewing pleasure until the next time that we meet. So I want to pose this question. We just come off of Easter, and as we talk about Easter and we talk about now Jesus is alive, it was in his last 40 days of ministry that he was talking to people about following him. And we have been walking through and looking at our Bible studies for the year, which are obviously changed because we are not meeting at church like normal. And so I want to take a second to kind of reintroduce back into where we're picking up on a Bible study for everybody out there that is called Follow Me. But it's not follow me as in Jesus making a statement, but it's follow me as in a question like, will you follow me? And it's actually taken the time to look at people in the Bible who Jesus gave the opportunity to follow him, and they chose not to. They decided not to. So I want to look at a quick passage. You see it in Matthew, you see it in John, but you also see it in Mark, chapter 10, verses 17 through 22. It's pretty interesting. It says this. It says, as he was setting out on his journey, a man ran up and knelt before him and asked him, "Good teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" And Jesus said to him, "Why do you call me good? No one is good except God alone. You know the commandments. Do not murder, don't commit adultery, don't steal, do not bear false witness, do not defraud, honor your father and mother. And he said to him, the young man, Teacher, all these things I've kept from my youth. And Jesus, looking at him, loved him and said to him, You lack one thing. Go sell all that you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven, and come follow me. Disheartened by the saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. So, find this interesting for you guys to think on. Jesus kind of subtly notes himself as God when he says, why do you call me good? Only God is good. But then something else that he says in this passage to this man who he's asking to follow him is he says, the passage says this of Jesus. It says that he loved him. See, Jesus, we know, already knew what the outcome was because he knew that this guy was good and he knew that he kept the law and he knew that he was holy. But he said, you've got to go and you got to sell everything. You got to get rid of everything. But he gave him this opportunity because he loved him, because he saw him as valuable and he saw him as worthy. And he said, you've just got to sell everything and come and follow me. See, during this time of quarantine, I think a lot of us has realized, if you're like me, that there's a lot of things in my life that I do that don't necessarily really matter and I don't really have to do, that I choose to do, or that I put in place as something in my life that I want to do, but I don't actually have to do it. Really, I could give it up and I could follow Jesus much more. And see, here's the thing. Jesus loves us and a lot of times wants to remove things out of our life so that we can better follow him. Because let's be honest, his ways are higher than our ways, and he knows what's best. So I encourage you, during this time, when you've got free time and you're spending it on Lord knows what, just maybe take some time tonight, tomorrow morning, and assess, what is it that if I was in this guy's shoes, this guy who Jesus loved, and I was saying, I've done all these things, and Jesus looked at us and said, well, give this up and follow me. What would he ask you to give up? And take some time to seek him and to give it to him and follow him in a deeper walk. Amen? All right, good. Well, now you guys are in for a treat. I'm super excited. So this dude, a lot of times, is behind the production of what we do on the show. And I love him very much. He's become a very good friend. Some of you all know him better than others. A lot of our middle school students know him. They see him almost every week. I would like to bring to Rescue Night Live tonight, Mr. Anthony Munoz, Ant-Man Munoz. If you're out there, go ahead and give him a round of applause. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad that you were on the show. I got you a Pepsi. I think I can say that. I got you a Pepsi. I was told that that's your favorite drink other than milk.
Yes.
But I couldn't keep milk for a couple hours.
You're right.
Yeah. But I do have something else for you. Okay. But I'm going to introduce that in a second. I want to get started off. We do this with all of our guests, so you are no different. Obviously, with everybody out there, we are going to do our 2 truths and a lie. You guys know how this goes. So if you're out there and you are watching, or you can do it on our chat system, or you can do it on our text message. I say you can do it on our text message. I thought I had my phone. Don't have my phone. Okay. Well, don't text me. Just go to our chat system and we'll do it from there. So 2 truths and a lie with you. You're going to give me a truth. It'll be number 1. Okay. You'll give me another truth. It'll be number 2. You'll give me another truth. It'll be number 3. One of them will be a lie. We don't know which one it'll be. Okay. And then we'll do some other stuff, then we'll come back to it. All right. All right? Sound good? All right. First one. Number 1.
My favorite color is green.
Your favorite color is green?
Yes.
Okay.
The second one?
Number 2.
I've never been to Disney World.
You've never been to Disney World?
Yes.
Okay. Your favorite color is green, number 1. Number 2, you've never been to Disney World. Numero tres.
I swam with dolphins in the Keys.
Number 3, you swam with dolphins in the Keys.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think I know what the answer is, but I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to wait to see what some people say. We're going to give it a few minutes. So while we're waiting, going to do a couple things. First of all, I want you to let everybody know where you're from, because I didn't even know where you were from. I thought I knew where you were from, and then I was quickly corrected. I should have known, though.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah.
You're kind of a walking billboard for
That's
it.
right.
So let everybody out there know where you're from.
Miami Homestead, baby.
Miami Homestead. So obviously rocking the Florida right there. So but you lived the majority of your life not in Miami.
No, I lived in the sticks in North Carolina.
In North Carolina.
Yep.
Okay. And so you and I actually have something in common, which we are going to get to. I'm super excited about.
Okay.
But just I want to ask a few random questions before we get into some of this. So, what is your favorite book of the Bible, or books of the Bible that are kind of like your go-to, just if you need like that daily word of encouragement?
That would be Proverbs and Psalms.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyday wisdom.
Yeah, well, for sure. I mean, it's like literally one-liners.
Yeah.
It's kind of like rap music. Like Proverbs is kind of like rap music. It's like one-liners. They drop the mic every single time.
That's the fun part. You read the Psalms and you can just make up your own how it sounded, you know?
Yeah. I mean, because David's being a musician, it makes sense. Yeah.
Exactly.
So right now, or maybe, and I thought this was interesting. This caught me off guard. So I was like real pumped when you said this, because we've not heard this yet on the show from somebody. What's your favorite worship song?
That would be The Blood. That gets me in my feels.
That's old school, man.
Yeah, I like that.
That's old school. We pull that out on like old school Sundays.
Yeah, we don't sing it enough.
No, that's a good one. That's an oldie but a goodie. I remember growing up when I was young, like baby,
Yeah.
at this backwoods. Oh, I say backwoods, not in a bad way, but I'm talking like it was way out in Soddy Daisy, a church called Sequoia Church of God. I remember they would sing it there, and I mean the place would erupt when they would sing that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it usually gets me hyped up, ready for the word after that. So,
yeah, for sure. So tell me, what's your favorite old school, because we're going to get into this, rap artist?
The easy answer would be Wu-Tang, but lately I've been on some different kind of music, but I guess you're talking about just
all
rap.
time.
All time rap?
Rap or hip hop?
Man, you got to give it up for Tupac.
Okay.
That's where it's at.
All right. Do we have some answers in for our Two Truths and a Lie? Our Color Green. What was the other one?
Never been to Disney World.
Never been to Disney World, and then swam with the dolphins.
Most everyone has voted and said number one.
Is the
think
lie?
it's number one.
They think number one is the lie, that green's not your favorite color.
That's not it.
That's not it.
not
Okay.
They thought Okay, good.
You're tickled by that. You thought that was funny.
Yeah, I thought they were going to guess it right off. Okay.
So which one is it?
I'd never swam with dolphins in the Keys. Sorry.
You know why they thought that, right?
Yeah. I figured that would be because of my jersey.
Yeah, that's why, right? So I wanted to do something, because you and I we do have, like, you grew up from a younger age loving, like, rap and hip hop.
Yeah.
And not necessarily Christian rap and hip hop, secular rap and hip hop, which is kind of interesting, because what most people don't realize about me, some people know it, but not everybody knows it, is when I started DJing, I was 13, and my cousin Dave, we used to call him Big Dave. He's our cousin. He's my cousin, but like my friends and everybody that we knew, he introduced me to it, and he actually put like an extra large like hoodie on me one night and snuck me through the back door of a club in Chattanooga, and there was a DJ spinning hip hop and I will never forget it. I saw this dude, headphones on, turntables, beat juggling, spinning hip hop, and I fell in love. It was like this magical moment of I saw a unicorn and I wanted to do that, and I was like, even if I'm no good at it, I want to learn how to do it. So I went. My mom, obviously I was 13, so I didn't have a job. My mom bought me a turntable, and I had a Discman and a mixer and a turntable, and I had a few records I could scratch with, and I would play a song on a Discman, or I would like plug it into my boombox, and they would play like hip hop on Friday nights on the radio, and I would take sheets of wax paper and cut them into circles so they fit on my turntable so I could scratch. My record would go back and forth, and I'd scratch that hip hop.
Did your mom care how loud it was?
Oh, no. She'd be downstairs watching that Cooking Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I feel like hip hop, the South, a lot of that stuff kind of goes hand in hand. So you're from like the South, but then you grew up in the South. I grew up in the South. We both love hip hop. So I wanted to do something that is very culturally hip hop. I feel like it's very Southern, but also I feel like it's definitely something that people that love hip hop and that underground scene would appreciate.
Yeah.
So I think you'll appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay? So I got us something. I got us some treats for tonight.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
So RC Colas.
Yeah.
All right? That's like underground, right?
Yeah.
I know it's no Pepsi.
That's a throwback, yeah.
But it's definitely throwback, right?
Yeah, it's got a taste to it.
Moon pies,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, you gotta have moon pie.
Because you can't have RC Cola without a moon pie, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take two, and I'm going to give the rest to our production team.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to throw this.
Is this some kind of challenge?
No, it's not a challenge.
'Cause
No.
I
just
want
want
to get
to.
my shirt dirty.
No. I'm just going to like hook us up, like, because I want some.
We're just chilling.
And yeah, like peanuts planters, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because you put the peanuts in your soda,
Okay.
and then you eat your moon pie.
You put the peanuts in the soda.
Yeah, did you not do that?
No.
Okay. Anybody out there ever do that? Did anybody out there do that?
That's
Okay.
nasty.
Yeah, no, man. You don't even know. It makes that soda fizz.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, dude. It's where it's at. How did you grow up on hip hop and never see anybody do this? It's that sweet and salty, man.
I don't know what this is. We wasn't listening to the same hip hop.
No, we listen to the same hip hop. We discussed this earlier.
I don't like that word hip hop. It sounds weird.
What do you want me to call it?
Just call it rap.
But it was hip hop before it was rap.
Hip hop.
Hip Hop Anonymous? Here you go. These are tiny. I didn't realize when they were like cheap at the store, I didn't realize why. It's different, isn't it? You made a face like that was disgusting. You want a new one?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to play a game with you.
Okay.
We're going to play a hip hop game.
All right.
And we are going to guess some things.
Okay.
And I'm going to
You're gonna ask me some questions?
ask you some questions.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt my best at doing some things.
Okay.
And so everybody out there,
Let me get my question. My question
You got-
answering
get here.
mode. Okay.
okay. All right, you comfy?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. All right. This is kind of like a counseling session right here. This is a hip hop Welcome to the hip hop counseling session with your host, DJ Frank Clark, with Anthony Munoz on the track. Okay. That was pretty funny, wasn't it?
That was good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna rap a hip hop line, and then you have to tell me the old hip hop or rap artist that it is. See if you can guess it. So I know everybody out here watching is gonna have no idea. They might know like one or two. Okay.
All right. Get in the comments.
All right, so they got to get in the comments and see if they know, okay? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
That's pretty easy. We're starting out easy.
Yeah, I'm starting out with you easy.
That was Outkast.
Outcast, that's right. All right, number 2. Let's see if you get it. I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side.
Oh man. Gosh.
If he doesn't get this one, he done lost it.
I know, right? I know the line.
He done lost it.
That's Biggie Smalls.
Nope.
Oh.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, come on.
Wu-Tang Clan. His favorite group. He said his favorite group, and he didn't even get it. That's all right. Maybe. Yeah, I know you got it on your arm. You should know it. Okay.
The delivery was off. I
That sounds just like Raekwon.
I couldn't hear it in my head.
As Raekwon as I can sound like, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, you're right. That was.
All right. Getting funky on the mic like an odd batch of collard greens. For shizzle, my nizzle.
Oh. Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, that nothing but a G thing. That's old school, man. That's old. I'm trying to give you oldies, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a minute.
All right. I'm thinking of a master plan.
Yeah. That's
Who's that?
Eric B. and Rakim.
You got it. Paid in full. All right. Next one. Cruising down the street in my 64. I know I don't sound like him, but come on.
You gonna say the next line?
No, I just want you to tell me who that is.
That's Eazy-E.
That's right. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to, this is kind of more like a quote.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Life without knowledge is death in disguise.
Yes.
Who is that?
That would be Talib Kweli.
All right.
Quella.
All right. There's a war going on outside that no man is safe from.
Is that Mobb Deep?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, man. You are killing it. You're knocking it out of the park. So you missed. Okay, all the kiddos out there, that just don't even know anything about rap should get this one.
Okay.
I bet Jade knows this one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Who that?
That's that one guy.
He's named after candy.
Fleminem.
Fleminem. Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
My Adidas. Do I need to go any farther?
Nope.
Who is that?
It's Run DMC.
That's right. Okay, and last but not least, let's see if you can get this one. This is one to throw a wrench at you. This is my favorite hip hop group of all time, and my favorite rapper of all time, who is not a Christian rapper. Okay, it goes like this. He says, "You baby MCs drink Pedialyte while underground doesn't like you. The media might, but we the elite will change that as we bridge gaps in this lyrical grudge match. Brothers, we slug back."
Okay, can I get another hint?
They're from California.
What year are we talking about?
Concrete Schoolyard was the name of the album. They're
California.
5 rappers.
5 rappers. Are we talking about early 90s?
2000s.
Oh.
That's 2 DJs. I bet my wife knows it.
She already answered.
Yes, that's my girl. I love you.
I don't know. West Side Connection. I don't know.
Nope, Jurassic 5. Jurassic 5. All right, well you did good, my man. You can sit up. You can eat your moon pie. I want to eat by mom. For real though, this is like growing up in the South. My grandpa always had it. My grandma, mama, papa.
Mama, Papa.
Well, papa and nanny is what I call them, but everybody has a different name for their mama and papa. But anyway, so, but kind of like some things are old, some things stay the same, some things become new. We've seen, you get peanuts. I got a peanut, I just about died.
Yeah, I don't do that.
We see some new stuff happening in rap culture that we've not seen before that I think is like a big change. There's always been this real definitive line of like, there's been like Christian rap or Christian hip hop, and then there's been like the industry of rap and hip hop over here. But for people that grew up liking rap, but and then also like understanding church, like for me, I went to church, but I like rap. It's like I had this divide. There was no, but we're starting to see such a cross divide. So like you've got dudes like Lecrae who are going on tour with these big names, Tadashi going on tour with big names, but then you also have huge names in the rap industry like Kanye, who at first everybody thought maybe it was a hoax, like is he the real deal? But he gives his life to Jesus and it's proved that he's been like pretty legit. Like, how do you think that's going to play out for like the rap industry in the long run, but maybe also for the gospel?
I think that'll be good, because when when your lines like reference to the Bible or Jesus, like that's more powerful than a lot of the simple things that they talk about, money, cars, and stuff like that. So I think it would be good. And for the gospel, I think, you know, a lot of people will hear the message, because from what I've heard, a lot of this stuff, like, you don't really realize that you're listening to a Christian rapper until he drops like a specific line or something that catches you, and you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah, it's eye-opening.
Yeah. And if you really listen to rap, I think, like, when you hear a line and you hear something like that, you think about, like, what this guy's morals are and, like, how he goes about it, because he's still, you know, enjoying the rap life, but doing it in a Christian way.
Yeah. Well, and hasn't it kind of always been, like, the reality that I've seen has always been, like, you have rappers that would rap about God, but they knew about God, but they didn't know God. So now you got these dudes who, like, really know Jesus, and they're rapping about it, but it goes back to the old school, like, conscious hip-hop that I grew up on, that you grew up on, that guys were talking about politics. They were talking about things that people weren't discussing because it was taboo to talk about. A matter of fact, the rapper Taboo came out in the height of the time when people were talking about this stuff, because everything he put out was taboo, because nobody wanted to talk about it in popular music industry. That rap was talking about it, and now we have rappers who are discussing these things, talking about Jesus, and it's kind of come full circle to there's not as much smut out there anymore, that people are putting out quality rap that's making people think again.
Yeah. Well, quality rap is few and far between, in my opinion. But that, like, when you're talking about, well, the one thing that grinds my gears, like, listening to rap, is when they drop a one-liner talking about their granny going to church, or let's say something about God, and then in the next line it's something totally not supporting that last sentence. So
right,
that kind of gets
and
me.
that's what I'm saying. You have those guys, but like these guys, like Kanye and some of the other dudes that are maybe hopefully shifting the tide for us.
When Kanye dropped that album, which was crazy, it just blew it out the water. Like, I feel like there's a lot that can still be done, especially with a choir.
Yeah.
Which is.
And what do you think would happen if a dude like Kanye started leading other rappers to Jesus, like authentically leading them to Jesus? How do you think that would change pop culture?
Depends on who it is, you know.
Eminem, for example. What do you think that would do for pop culture?
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would turn the whole industry on its head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he started spitting super rap god lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Yeah. So anyway, well, I'm glad to get to talk to somebody about hip hop. I don't get that chance to do that very often. Thank you for being here, my friend. And I hope that everybody is having a fantastic week. You will not want to miss Saturday night. It's going to be awesome. If you are at home, I hope that you have a blessed week. We have some really cool things coming up for you online that you will not want to check, or that you will not want to miss. So you'll want to be checking back on all our social media accounts. So check us out on Instagram at RSQ Youth. And also you are here on our YouTube page. So Rescue Youth, and you can see all of our Rescue Night Live episodes. And then also we are on Facebook. You can catch some stuff there. So you don't want to miss that. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Am I forgetting something?
I don't know, man. This is your show.
Wait a second. It's something my wife said.
What?
Boom, Daddy. And guess what? Y'all stay holy. Have a great night. We'll see ya. Take care and God bless. Peace.